Welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question number 60. So here we start with question number 61. Cool. The question says you find the value of x in the diagram. So in this diagram, we've been given the exterior angles, okay? Cool. So we add the exterior angles, what should you get? 360, because the sum of exterior angles of a polygon is what? 360. So we add everything here, we should get 360. So let's do that. So we have 3x plus 2x plus 5x plus x plus 63 should give us what? Plus 63 should give us 360. So we have 11x equals 360 minus 63. They will give us 297. 11x. So let's divide by 11. Find our x to be what? 27. Cool. Which is A. Cool. Question number 62 says, in the diagram, find the value of y. So we need to find this angle. Okay. So this is the angle we are looking for. But in the question, we've been given that this angle is parallel to this angle. How do we know? Because of these signs given over here. Okay. So, and also this angle is parallel to this angle. So, since this angle and this angle are parallel, we are going to have what? Corresponding angles. Okay. So this angle here is the same as this angle here. Cool. This angle is the same as this angle. So this is also y. Okay. Cool. Now, how do we find this angle? If I say this angle is the same as y, so once we find this angle, that means it is the same as this angle. Okay. So in order to find this angle, we can just add the two interior angles of the triangle, because we know that the sum of two interior angles give us what? The opposite external angle. Cool. All right. So that means this angle here is the sum of 65 and 60, and that will be equal to y. So y is equal to 65 plus 60, which will give us 125. Okay, which is B. All right, cool. Let's move on to question number 63. Question number 63. The question says in the diagram, PS is parallel to QR. So this line and this R are parallel. Okay, and then QP is equal to PT. What that means is this length is the same as this length. Okay, so that means this triangle is what? An isosceles triangle, which means this angle and this angle will be the same. Cool. This angle and this angle will be the same. Let's name the x. Okay, cool. Moreover, see the angle in the question wants us to find angle QPS, which is this angle. Okay, so this is the angle we are looking for, QPS. All right, cool. No, not that angle. We are looking for this whole angle right here. Cool. But we can find this angle right here by what? Dealing with this triangle. Okay, x, and then this angle should give us what? 180. Cool. Now, from here we can easily find x, because we're given this 130 right here, because if you add 130 in x, we should get what? 180. So x should give us what? 180 minus 130, which is what? 50. Cool. So x is equal to what? 50. Cool. All right. Now, when we add x and x in this angle, we should get what? 180. Moreover, we need to find this angle as well. This angle. Okay. So that this blue and this black should give us this total red. Cool. All right. Now, how do you find this angle? Very easy. Because we've been given that these lines are parallel, that means you can have what? Alternate angles. Okay. That means this angle right here will be the same as this angle. Okay, alternate angles means that when we have a Z, the angles in the armpits are what? The same. Cool. So this angle will be the same as what? X, which is what? 50. So let's label that this angle is what? 50. Cool. So finally, what we need to find is which angle? The blue angle right here. This blue angle right here is what we need to find. That's what we need to find. Cool. Now, how do you find that angle? How do you find this angle? We find that angle by subtracting these two angles from what? 180. Because the angles add up to what? 180. Cool. And we know these angles will be x and this x. So finally, we can subtract that from 180 to get this angle. So 180 minus x should give us what? Let's call that angle y. Okay, should give us y. So y is equal to 180 minus 50 minus 50. So y is what? Y is 80. Cool. Finally, we can add this black and this blue to get the total angle we are looking for. Okay, so 50 plus 80 should give us what? 180. 50, sorry, not 180, 130 should give us 130. Cool. So our answer is 130. Cool. All right, let's move on to question number 64. The question says, find the number of sides of a regular polygon whose interior angle is thrice the exterior angle. What is the formula for interior angle? 180 n minus 2 all over n. And we are told it is what? 3 times the exterior angle. What is the formula? 360 over n. So what we need to find is what? This n value. Cool. All right. Now we can easily cancel this n out. This n out will cancel this n out. Cool. So we would have 180 n minus 2 is equal to 3 times 360. Cool. So we can still divide both sides by what? 180. Okay. 180. So we can cancel out. Okay. Now 180 can cancel 360 how many times? Twice. So we'll be left with what? N minus 2 is equal to 3 times 2, which is equal to what? So we have n is equal to n minus 2 is equal to 6. Finally, we have n to be equal to 8. So the number of sides is what? 8, which is B. Cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we'll move on to question number 65. Thank you so much for watching this session. See you again next time. Bye.